Welcome to Monk's Temple. Welcome. You've arrived. Not just in this space, but in this precise moment. The journey here is already complete. There's nothing left to achieve. Nothing left to chase. Only this moment, exactly as it is, waiting for you to show up. Let your body settle. If you're lying down, feel the surface beneath you accepting your full weight. If you're sitting, notice your feet connecting with the floor. There's no perfect posture required. Comfort is your only guide right now. Ease is your only destination. Take a breath. Just one. Notice how the air enters without any effort from you. Your body has known how to breathe since your first moment of life. This wisdom lives in every cell. The breath comes and goes on its own rhythm. You don't need to control it. You only need to witness it. In our modern world, we exhaust ourselves trying to control everything. Schedules. Appearances. Reactions. We manage every detail until there's nothing left of us. But the breath reminds us that some things manage themselves. The breath reminds us we can trust life to sustain us. This is the first teaching of Zen Buddhism we'll explore together. The teaching of effortless effort. The paradox that sometimes the most powerful action is to stop acting. To stop forcing. To stop striving. And simply allow. Think about trying to fall asleep when you're wide awake. The more you try, the more awake you become. Sleep cannot be forced. It can only be welcomed. The same is true for peace. The same is true for healing. These things arise naturally when we create the right conditions and then step aside. So tonight, we're creating conditions. Stillness. Gentle attention. Kindness toward yourself. Then we let nature do what nature does. Many people come to teachings like this because they're suffering. Physical pain that won't release. Emotional weight that feels unbearable. Exhaustion that sleep alone cannot fix. The Buddha understood this kind of suffering. He called it dukkha. Often translated as suffering, but it means something more specific. Dis-ease. A fundamental unease with reality. The gap between what we want life to be and what life actually is. The friction between expectation and experience. This dis-ease shows up in the body. Tension in shoulders. Tightness in jaw. Knots in stomach. Headaches that never quite leave. Your body communicates constantly. The question is whether you're listening. If this moment of peace feels valuable, if you'd like to continue receiving these teachings, please take a moment to subscribe to Monk's Temple. It's a simple way to support this work and ensure we can keep creating these sanctuaries of sound. Just click subscribe below. Thank you for being here. Return to the breath. Feel it moving through your body. Notice where you feel it most clearly. The tip of your nose. The rise and fall of your chest. The gentle expansion of your belly. Rest your attention there. Your mind will wander. This isn't failure. This is what minds do. The Buddha compared the mind to a monkey swinging through trees. Grabbing one branch, swinging to another. Chattering. Reaching. Always moving. This is the nature of mind. When you notice wandering, don't judge. Simply acknowledge and return. This returning is the practice. Every time you come back, you're building a muscle. The muscle of presence. In Zen Buddhism, there's a concept called Shinshin Ichinyo. Body and mind are one. Not two separate things influencing each other. One unified reality expressing itself in two ways. When you're anxious, your body knows. Heart races. Palms sweat. Muscles tense. When you're peaceful, your body knows too. Breathing slows. Shoulders drop. Face softens. Body and mind speak the same language through different channels. This changes how we approach healing. If your back hurts, maybe it's physical. Maybe you slept wrong. But maybe it's also communicating something else. Maybe you're carrying too much. Not just physical weight. Emotional weight. Responsibility weight. Worry weight. If your stomach is upset, maybe it's something you ate. But maybe you're struggling to digest something in your life. A situation you can't accept. A truth you can't swallow. This isn't blame. Pain isn't punishment. Pain is communication. It's your body getting your attention. And attention is the first step toward healing. So tonight, we practice attention. Gentle, curious, non-judgmental attention. Not trying to change anything. Not trying to fix anything. Just noticing. Just listening. Think of yourself as a scientist observing a phenomenon. A scientist doesn't get angry at data. A scientist doesn't make data different. A scientist simply observes. Records. Learns. This is our attitude now. Let's begin a gentle body scan. Starting at the top of your head. Just notice what's there. Maybe nothing. Maybe tingling. Whatever you notice, acknowledge and move on. Your forehead. Any tension? Just notice. Your eyes. Your cheeks. Your jaw. So much tension lives here. Let your jaw know it's been seen. Your neck. Your shoulders. Where we carry the world. Notice without judgment. Your arms. Your hands. Your fingers. These parts that reach out and connect. Your chest. Your heart beating. Your lungs expanding. The center of your emotional life. Your stomach. Processing everything you take in. Not just food. Experience. Your hips. Your pelvis. The foundation. The center of movement. Your legs. Your knees. Your feet. These parts that carry you forward. Now return to your breath. Feel your whole body breathing together. Rising and falling. Expanding and contracting. This living organism that is you. The Buddha taught that peace begins with understanding your own experience. Not someone else's theories. Not ancient texts. Your own direct experience. What do you notice right now? What sensations? What emotions? What thoughts? This is your life. Not somewhere else. Right here. Right now. And right here, you're safe. You're held. You're exactly where you need to be. Rest deeper with each breath. With each exhale, release a little more weight. A little more effort. A little more control. You don't need to hold yourself together right now. Feel the peace already here beneath the surface. Like stillness at the ocean bottom regardless of waves above. That stillness is always there. You don't create it. You only sink into it. Take 3 more breaths on your own. Then rest. Let's turn to the mind. That endless stream of thoughts flowing through you constantly. For many, this stream never stops. It runs while you work, distracting you. It runs while you rest, keeping you awake. The Buddha called this the monkey mind. Imagine a monkey in a tree. It swings from branch to branch, grabbing fruit, dropping it, chattering endlessly. Never still. This is your mind without training. The monkey grabs worry about tomorrow. Swings to regret from yesterday. Grabs judgment about someone. Swings to fantasy about the future. It never rests. And because you identify with this mind, you never rest either. But here's what the Buddha discovered. You are not the monkey. You are the one watching the monkey. You are the forest, not the noise. The stillness containing the movement. This changes everything. When you believe you are your thoughts, every worry becomes prophecy. But when you realize you're the witness, thoughts become what they are. Passing mental events. Clouds in the sky. Let's try something. Close your eyes. Bring attention to your breath. Notice what happens. A thought arises. Maybe about this teaching. Maybe about tomorrow. Just notice it. Now watch what happens to that thought. Does it stay? Does it fade? Thoughts arise and pass constantly. Birth, duration, death. The problem isn't thoughts arising. The problem is we grab them. One thought leads to another, and suddenly we're lost in a story that has nothing to do with this moment. This is the thought stream. Most of us drown in it. Zen offers a different way. Not fighting thoughts. Not stopping them. That's like trying to stop the wind. Instead, we step back. We observe without engaging. Imagine sitting by a river. Leaves float by. You don't jump in after every leaf. You just watch them pass. You stay on the bank. This is the practice. Thoughts are leaves on the river. You are the bank. Stable. Unmoving. The river flows, but the bank remains. Modern psychology calls this cognitive diffusion. Separating from your thoughts. When you think, I'm a failure, fusion says, I am a failure. Diffusion says, I'm having the thought that I'm a failure. In the first, you become the thought. In the second, you observe it. You create space. This space is freedom. In that space, you see the thought for what it is. Just a thought. Not a fact. Not the truth. Let's practice. Notice a thought. Silently say, I notice I'm having the thought that. Fill in the blank. I notice I'm having the thought that I'm worried. I notice I'm having the thought that I should be doing something else. This simple phrase creates distance. You are the observer, not the thought. The sky, not the cloud. The Buddha taught that suffering comes from attachment to thoughts. We cling to pleasant ones. We push away unpleasant ones. This clinging and pushing creates suffering. The thoughts themselves are just passing phenomena. Think about a wave in the ocean. It rises, peaks, falls. It doesn't cling to its form. It doesn't resist disappearing. It simply does what waves do. Arise and pass. Your thoughts are waves in the ocean of consciousness. Let them do what waves do. There's a story about a librarian who loved order. Every book in its place. Every shelf perfectly arranged. One day, a child came in and pulled books off the shelf, scattering them on the floor. The librarian felt her jaw tighten. Her shoulders tensed. She wanted to scream. But instead, she paused. She watched the child. The child wasn't destroying anything. The child was exploring. Touching colors. Feeling textures. The books could be reshelved. The child's wonder was precious. She realized her tension came from attachment. Attachment to order. Attachment to how things should be. The scattered books weren't the problem. Her resistance to them was. She smiled at the child and sat on the floor. Together, they looked at the books. Then together, they put them back. Your thoughts are like those scattered books. Your mind wants them organized. In place. Controlled. But thoughts scatter naturally. The suffering isn't the scattering. It's your resistance to it. Sit on the floor of your awareness. Look at the thoughts with curiosity. Then gently, without frustration, let them settle back into place. Tonight, practice letting thoughts be thoughts. Don't fight them. Don't follow them. Let them float through awareness like clouds through sky. Some clouds are dark. Some are light. The sky remains unchanged. You are that sky. Thoughts are just weather. Bring attention back to your breath. Feel air moving in and out. The rise and fall of your chest. This is always now. The breath anchors you in the present, where thoughts lose power. When you feel pulled into a thought stream, gently return to the breath. Not as punishment. As homecoming. The breath is always here. With each exhale, release the need to follow every thought. Release the compulsion to figure everything out. Just breathe. Just rest. The monkey mind quiets when you stop feeding it attention. When you stop grabbing the branches it swings from. When you simply sit on the forest floor and let the monkey chatter without you. Rest in this awareness. The thinker of thoughts is not who you are. The watcher is closer to truth. And that watcher is already peaceful. Already still. Already free. Take a few breaths here, resting as awareness itself. Not trying to become anything. Just being what you've always been. The silent witness. The open sky. The peace thought can never touch. Now let's explore the territory of emotions. Those powerful currents that move through you daily. Joy, sadness, anger, fear, grief, excitement. Emotions arise unbidden, color your experience, and then fade. Yet most people live in a complicated relationship with them. The Buddha taught a revolutionary approach to emotions. He said don't suppress them and don't act out from them. Find the middle path. Observe them like a scientist. Watch them rise, watch them peak, watch them fall. Think about anger. When anger arises, what happens next? Most people do one of two things. They either explode, dumping the anger on everyone around them. Or they implode, pushing it down, pretending it isn't there. Both approaches create more suffering. Exploding damages relationships. Imploding damages your body. But there's a third option. Feel the anger fully without becoming it. Notice where it lives in your body. Maybe your jaw tightens. Your fists clench. Your chest burns. Just notice these sensations without judgment. Don't tell the story of why you're angry. Don't rehearse what you'll say to the person who wronged you. Just feel the raw physical energy of anger. When you do this, something remarkable happens. Anger becomes workable. It becomes energy moving through you rather than a story consuming you. And like all energy, it eventually passes. There's a story about a blacksmith who worked with fire daily. He shaped metal, heated it, hammered it, cooled it. One day, a young apprentice asked him, "Master, aren't you afraid of the fire? It could burn you. It could destroy your shop." The blacksmith smiled. "The fire is not my enemy. It's my teacher. If I fear it, I cannot work with it. If I ignore its power, it will burn me. But if I respect it, if I understand its nature, I can shape it into something useful." He held up a horseshoe. This was once raw metal. The fire transformed it. Without the fire, it would still be a useless rock. Your emotions are like that fire. Feared and avoided, they control you. Ignored and suppressed, they burn you from inside. But respected and understood, they transform you. Anger can become boundaries. Grief can become compassion. Fear can become wisdom. The fire itself isn't the problem. Your relationship with it determines everything. Let's sit with whatever emotion is present right now. Not the story about it. Just the raw sensation. Where do you feel it? What are its qualities? Heavy or light? Sharp or dull? Moving or still? Just notice. Just breathe. Let the emotion be exactly what it is without needing to change it. There's another story about a woman with a beautiful garden. Flowers of every color bloomed there. But one corner was different. She had let the weeds grow tall there. When neighbors asked why she didn't remove them, she said, "Those are my grief weeds. When my son died, I planted them. Every morning I water them. Every evening I tend them." The neighbors were confused. But why keep the weeds? They're ugly. They remind you of pain. The woman replied, "The weeds remind me that I loved. The weeds remind me that love doesn't end when someone leaves. Without this corner, the rest of the garden would be false. The beauty would be shallow. The weeds give the flowers meaning." Years passed. The woman grew old. One spring, the neighbors noticed something strange. Among the weeds, tiny flowers had begun to bloom. Not the flowers she had planted elsewhere. New flowers. Delicate and wild. The weeds had become something else. Not gone. Transformed. The grief corner had become a meadow. Your difficult emotions are like that weed corner. You may want to clear them out. Make everything neat and pretty. But those emotions carry memory. They carry love. They carry truth. Tend them with the same care you tend your joys. Water them with attention. Sit with them in the evening. And trust that in time, something new may bloom there. The Buddha spoke of the second arrow. The first arrow is the painful event itself. Someone criticizes you. You lose something precious. Your body hurts. That arrow wounds. It's real. The second arrow is what you shoot into yourself afterward. The story you tell. I'm such a failure. This always happens to me. I'll never be happy. The second arrow is your reaction to the first. And here's the truth. You can't always avoid the first arrow. But you can almost always avoid shooting the second. Right now, lying here, notice if you're shooting second arrows. Are you upset about being upset? Are you anxious about feeling anxious? Are you sad about being sad? This is the second arrow. The original feeling was enough. You don't need to add more. Let the second arrows fall away. Just for now. The first arrow may still be there. That's okay. But the extra suffering, the layer you add, can be released. Breathe it out. Emotions are not permanent. They arise because of conditions. They change as conditions change. They pass away when conditions shift. No emotion, no matter how intense, lasts forever. This is the law of impermanence. Think about the last time you were extremely angry. Where is that anger now? Gone. Think about the last time you were overwhelmed with grief. Where is that grief now? Maybe softened. Maybe transformed. Maybe still present but different. Emotions move. They flow. They change. You are not your emotion. You are the one witnessing the emotion. Bring your attention back to your breath. Let the breath be an anchor as emotions move through you like weather. Storms come. Storms go. But the sky remains. You are that sky. With each exhale, release the need to control your emotional experience. Release the judgment about what you should or shouldn't feel. Your feelings are valid simply because they're here. They don't need your permission to exist. They only need your attention. Rest in this attention now. The witness of emotions. The sky that holds all weather. The space where grief and joy both visit but never permanently stay. Let's turn to the body's wisdom. That physical vessel that carries you through every moment of your life. In our culture, we often treat the body like a machine. Something to be optimized, fixed when broken, and pushed beyond its limits. But the body is not a machine. It's a living, breathing ecosystem of intelligence. The Buddha understood this deeply. He taught that the body is your first teacher. Before any scripture, before any doctrine, before any external guidance, your body is communicating the Dharma to you constantly. The truth of impermanence shows up in every ache that eventually fades. The truth of interconnectedness shows up in every breath that links you to the atmosphere. The truth of suffering shows up in every moment of physical discomfort. Your body never lies to you. It can't. It's not capable of deception. When you're tired, it sends fatigue. When you're hungry, it sends hunger. When you've taken on too much, it sends tension. The body's communication is always honest. The question is whether you're listening. Let's bring awareness to your body right now. Starting with your feet. Those hard-working foundations that carry you everywhere. Notice any sensations there. Warmth, coolness, tingling, pressure. Just notice without judgment. Move up to your ankles, your calves, your knees. These joints that bend and support you through countless movements. Notice them now, resting, not having to do anything. Your thighs, your hips, your pelvis. The seat of your physical power. The center of gravity. Feel the weight here, pressing down, being held. Your stomach, your chest, your back. The core of your body where so much tension accumulates. Notice what's there. Don't try to change it. Just acknowledge it. Your shoulders, your arms, your hands. These parts that reach out, that work, that create, that comfort. Let them soften now. Let them rest. Your neck, your jaw, your face. The places where stress loves to hide. Invite them to release, not by force, but by gentle awareness. Your head, your scalp, the crown. The whole body, breathing together. There's a story about a potter who shaped clay for 50 years. People came from distant villages to buy his bowls and vases. One day, a young woman asked him, "Master, how do you make such perfect shapes? What's your secret?" The potter held up a lump of clay. "The secret is understanding that I don't shape the clay. The clay shapes itself. I just remove what doesn't belong." The woman was confused. "But you move your hands. You control the wheel. Surely you shape it." The potter shook his head. "The clay already knows it wants to be a bowl. It already has that form inside it. My job is to listen. To feel where the clay wants to go. If I force it, it cracks. If I push too hard, it collapses. But if I listen, if I pay attention, the clay shows me what to do. I'm not the creator. I'm just the assistant. Your body is like that clay. It already knows how to heal. It already knows what balance feels like. Your job is to listen. To feel where the body wants to go. To remove the obstacles you've created. The tension. The resistance. The stories about what's wrong. When you get out of the way, the body does what it's always done. It moves toward wholeness. Let's focus on a specific area now. Anywhere in your body that's calling for attention. Maybe a place of comfort. Maybe a place of discomfort. Doesn't matter which. Just bring awareness there. Now instead of thinking about this area, try feeling it directly. Not the story about the pain. Not the worry about what it means. Just the raw sensation. Is it warm or cool? Is it pulsing or steady? Is it large or small? Does it have a color? Does it have a shape? Just explore with curiosity. Like a child discovering something for the first time. There's another story about an old oak tree that stood in a village for 400 years. It had survived storms, droughts, lightning strikes. Its trunk was scarred. Its branches were gnarled. Children played in its shade. Lovers carved initials in its bark. One day, a traveler passing through asked a villager, "Why do you keep this old tree? It's damaged. It's not straight and perfect like the trees in my country." The villager laughed. "The straight, perfect trees in your country were cut down long ago to build houses and ships. This tree survived because it learned to bend. Its scars tell the story of every storm it weathered. Its twisted branches show how it reached for light when taller trees blocked the sun. This tree isn't damaged. It's wise. Your body is that old oak. Every scar tells a story. Every ache carries memory. Every limitation shaped you into who you are. You don't need a perfect body. You need a body you can listen to. A body you can learn from. A body that survived everything you've been through. The Buddha taught contemplation of the body as a path to freedom. Not to achieve the perfect body, but to understand the body's true nature. It ages. It changes. It experiences pleasure and pain. This is not failure. This is life. When you stop fighting the body's messages, something shifts. The tension you've been holding against your own experience begins to release. Not because you forced it. Because you finally listened. Take a deep breath. Feel the air filling your lungs. Feel your ribs expanding. Feel your whole body participating in this single act of being alive. With each exhale, release the need to have a different body than the one you have right now. This body brought you here. This body is listening. This body deserves your gratitude, not your criticism. Rest in this awareness. Your body, exactly as it is, in this moment, is perfectly capable of receiving peace. Let peace arrive now. Let's explore the nature of resistance. That automatic tendency to push away what's unpleasant and grab onto what's pleasant. This is perhaps the most fundamental habit of the human mind. And according to the Buddha, it's the primary cause of suffering. Think about it. When discomfort arises, what's your first impulse? To make it go away. When pain appears, you want it gone. When anxiety surfaces, you want it to stop. This seems natural. It seems like self-protection. But the Buddha observed something surprising. The resistance itself causes more suffering than the original sensation. Imagine you're walking and you step on a sharp rock. The pain is immediate and real. That's the first arrow. Now imagine you start yelling at the rock. You curse the person who put it there. You worry that your foot is seriously injured. You replay the moment over and over. That's the second arrow. The resistance. The story. The suffering you add to the pain. The rock didn't cause the second arrow. You did. And here's the good news. While you can't always control stepping on rocks, you can absolutely learn to stop shooting second arrows. There's a story about a boy walking through a field at dusk. He saw something on the ground and froze. A snake. Thick and coiled, ready to strike. His heart pounded. His breath stopped. He stood perfectly still, afraid to move. Minutes passed like hours. Finally, an old farmer came by with a lantern. The boy whispered, "Snake. Don't move." The farmer raised the lantern and laughed. "That's not a snake, boy. It's a piece of old rope." The boy looked again. The farmer was right. Just rope. All that fear, all that tension, all those hours of paralysis, over a piece of rope. The farmer said, the rope never changed. Your mind did all the work. Most of your suffering is like that boy's fear. The situation itself is just rope. But your mind turns it into a snake. Your resistance creates the danger. Your stories create the threat. When you shine the light of awareness, you often discover there was never a snake at all. Just rope. Just life. Just experience. Let's practice with whatever is present right now. Is there something you're resisting? A sensation? An emotion? A thought? Just notice the resistance itself. How does it feel in your body? Maybe tightness. Maybe hardness. Maybe a bracing or clenching. Now see if you can soften around it. Not make the thing go away. Just soften your resistance to it. Like unclenching a fist around something you've been gripping too tightly. The thing itself might still be there. But your relationship to it changes. The Buddha used the metaphor of two sticks rubbing together to create fire. The friction of resistance creates the fire of suffering. When you stop rubbing, the fire goes out. Not because the situation changed. Because you stopped adding friction. There's another story about a weaver creating a beautiful tapestry. She worked for months, thread by thread, pattern by pattern. One day, she noticed a mistake. A wrong-colored thread had been woven through the center. It stood out, ugly and wrong. Her first impulse was to rip it out. Start over. Fix it. But that would mean destroying months of work. So she sat with it. She looked at the mistake. She thought about it. Then she began working again. She didn't remove the wrong thread. She worked around it. She incorporated it. She changed the pattern to include it. When the tapestry was finally finished, the mistake was still there. But now it was part of the design. It gave the piece character. It made it unique. Visitors would point to it and say, "That's my favorite part." Your resistances are like that weaver's mistake. The things you want to rip out, the experiences you want to undo, the parts of yourself you wish were different. What if you stopped resisting them? What if you incorporated them into the design? What if they became the most beautiful part of your tapestry? Bring your attention back to your breath. Notice how the breath doesn't resist anything. It just flows. In and out. Accepting whatever is present. The breath doesn't judge the air. It doesn't reject certain molecules. It simply receives what comes and releases what leaves. Let your breath teach you about non-resistance. Let it show you how to receive your experience without fighting it. How to release without holding on. The breath is your constant teacher, always available, always demonstrating the way. With each inhale, receive whatever is present. With each exhale, release the need to control it. Just breathe. Just be. Just let life flow through you without grabbing or pushing. This is the path of peace. Not getting what you want. Not avoiding what you don't want. But making peace with what is. Right here. Right now. In this body. In this breath. In this moment. Rest in this non-resistance now. Let the rope be rope. Let the tapestry be what it is. Let life live through you without your interference. The peace you've been seeking has been here all along, waiting for you to stop fighting long enough to notice. Let's explore the practice of letting go. This is one of the most misunderstood concepts in all of spirituality. Many people hear, "let go," and think it means not caring. They think it means becoming cold or detached. But true letting go is nothing like that. Letting go means releasing your grip on things that were never yours to hold in the first place. Think about holding a handful of sand. If you grip it tightly, the sand squeezes out between your fingers. The tighter you hold, the more you lose. But if you hold it gently, with an open palm, the sand rests there peacefully. You can appreciate it. You can look at it. You can feel its weight. And when it's time to release it, you simply open your hand completely. The Buddha taught that clinging is the source of suffering. We cling to people, wanting them to stay forever. We cling to possessions, wanting them to last forever. We cling to identities, wanting them to remain fixed forever. We cling to pleasant experiences, wanting them to continue forever. But everything changes. Everything passes. Everything ends. Clinging to what must change is like trying to stop the river with your hands. There's a story about a merchant who traveled far across the desert with a caravan. He carried a small box that he never let out of his sight. He slept with it under his head. He ate with it beside him. The other travelers grew curious. One night around the fire, a young man asked, "What's in the box?" "Gold. Jewels. Why do you guard it so fiercely?" The merchant opened the box and showed them. Inside was a single, dried flower. The young man laughed. "A flower? You guard a dead flower like treasure?" The merchant smiled sadly. "This flower was given to me by my daughter on the day she was born. She's now grown with children of her own. Every time I look at this flower, I remember her tiny hand reaching for me. I remember her first smile. I remember who I was when I became a father. If I lost this flower, I'd lose the memory. Or so I thought." He closed the box. "But lately I've realized something. The flower is not the memory. The flower is just a dried plant. My daughter's hand, her smile, my younger self. Those are gone whether I have the flower or not. I've been guarding a symbol while the real treasure passed long ago." He stood up and walked to the edge of the fire. "Tonight, I let it go." He opened the box and scattered the dried petals into the wind. "The memory lives in me now. Not in the flower. It always did. What are you clutching tonight? What dried flower are you guarding, believing it contains something precious that actually lives within you? The person you miss, their love is inside you, not in the objects they left. The version of yourself you're grieving, that person's wisdom is inside you, not in the past you're trying to hold. Let the symbols go. Keep what's real. Letting go feels like falling. It feels like losing control. And it is. But what you're losing is the illusion of control. What you're falling into is trust. Trust that you'll be okay. Trust that life supports you. Trust that what's meant for you will stay and what's not will leave whether you grip it or not. There's another story about a kite maker who crafted the most beautiful kites in the region. Children would save their coins for months to buy one. One day, a boy came to buy a kite. He chose the most magnificent one, bright red with a long flowing tail. The kite maker warned him, "This kite flies high and strong, but you must remember something. When you feel it pulling, don't hold too tight. Let the string play out. Let it rise. The more you give, the higher it goes." The boy nodded and ran to the hill. He flew the kite all day, letting the string out, watching it soar. But as evening came, the wind grew stronger. The kite pulled hard. The boy remembered the kite maker's words and let out more string. The kite climbed higher. The pull grew stronger still. Fear gripped the boy. What if the kite flew away forever? He wrapped the string around his hands and held tight. The wind surged. The string snapped. The kite vanished into the darkening sky. The boy returned to the kite maker in tears. "I lost it. I held on and it broke free." The kite maker put a hand on his shoulder. "You didn't lose it because you held on. You lost it because you were afraid to let go. The string was long enough. The kite would have flown all night and returned in the morning. But fear made you grip, and gripping broke what holding could have saved. Your relationships, your experiences, your very life. They're all kites on a string. They need room to fly. They need slack to soar. Your fear of loss makes you grip tighter, and gripping tighter creates the very loss you fear. Let the string play out. Trust the connection that doesn't require control. What's truly yours will never leave. What leaves was never truly yours. Bring your awareness to your hands right now. Notice if they're clenched even slightly. Imagine opening them. Palms up. Receptive. Empty. This is the posture of letting go. Open hands cannot hold on to anything, but they can receive everything. With each exhale, practice releasing. Not forcing anything out. Just opening the hand of your heart. Let whatever wants to leave, leave. Let whatever wants to stay, stay. You don't need to manage the inventory of your soul. You only need to keep your palms open. This letting go may bring tears. Let them come. Tears are not failure. Tears are the water that softens the soil of your heart so new things can grow. This letting go may bring fear. Let that too. Fear is just excitement without breath. Breathe into it. Rest now in this openness. Palms up. Heart open. Hands empty. Ready for whatever comes. Clinging to nothing. Resisting nothing. Just resting in the flow of life that carries you whether you control it or not. Let's explore the nature of impermanence. This is perhaps the most challenging teaching of the Buddha, and also the most liberating. Everything changes. Everything moves. Everything passes. The leaf that grows in spring falls in autumn. The relationship that begins in passion transforms over time. The body that feels strong today will weaken tomorrow. Nothing remains fixed. Most people resist this truth. They build their lives on the illusion of permanence. They buy houses expecting them to last forever. They form relationships expecting them never to change. They protect their bodies as if aging were a mistake. This resistance to impermanence creates tremendous suffering. You're fighting reality itself. But the Buddha invited a different relationship with change. Not resistance, but recognition. Not denial, but acceptance. When you truly understand that everything passes, something remarkable happens. You begin to treasure each moment. You stop taking things for granted. You wake up to the preciousness of ordinary life. Think about the sunset. You never get angry at a sunset for ending. You don't yell at the sky, demanding more light. You watch it, you appreciate it, you let it go. Because you know sunsets are meant to end. Their ending is part of their beauty. Your life is a sunset. Every moment is beautiful precisely because it won't last. There's a story about a famous artist who painted a mural on the wall of a great hall. He worked for a year, painting scenes of extraordinary beauty. People came from far away just to see it. The artist was proud of his work. One day, a young child ran through the hall and accidentally threw a ball of mud at the wall. It splattered across the center of the mural, ruining months of work. The hall keeper was furious. He grabbed the child and dragged him to the artist, demanding punishment. The artist looked at the ruined mural. He looked at the terrified child. Then he did something unexpected. He smiled. "Leave the child," he said. "And leave the mud." The hall keeper was confused. "But master, your masterpiece. A year of work." The artist walked to the wall and touched the mud. "I was growing tired of this painting. I saw it every day and stopped really seeing it. Now there's something new here. Something unexpected." He stepped back. "I will paint around the mud. I will incorporate it. This wall will be more beautiful now than it was before, because it will tell the truth. The truth that life includes accidents. The truth that beauty survives disruption." He turned to the child. "Thank you for reminding me that nothing is permanent. Not even masterpieces. Your life is that mural. You have plans. You have expectations. You've painted certain scenes you wanted to see. Then something happens. An illness. A loss. A disappointment. Mud on your masterpiece. You can spend your energy being furious at the mud. Or you can paint around it. You can incorporate it. You can create something new that includes everything that's happened. Something more beautiful because it's true. Bring your attention to your breath. Notice how each breath is different. The inhale you just took will never come again. The exhale you just released is gone forever. Your breath is teaching you impermanence with every cycle. In and out. Arriving and leaving. Birth and death in every moment. There's another story about a grandmother who owned a beautiful ceramic cup. It was ancient, passed down through 7 generations. It had survived wars, earthquakes, moves across oceans. The family treated it like a sacred object. One day, the grandmother's young granddaughter was holding the cup when it slipped. It fell to the stone floor and shattered into dozens of pieces. The child wailed with guilt and fear. The family rushed in, horrified. But the grandmother knelt down and began gathering the pieces. She wasn't crying. She wasn't angry. She was calm. The granddaughter sobbed, "Grandma, I broke it. I broke the family treasure." The grandmother held up a single shard. This cup was never a treasure because of its pieces. It was a treasure because of what it held. Memories. Tea shared with loved ones. Stories told around it. Those aren't in the clay. They're in us. She placed the shard in the child's hand. Now the cup becomes something new. It becomes a reminder that nothing lasts forever. And that's okay. What lasted was the love. The cup was just the container. We still have what matters. What are you afraid of losing? Your health. Your looks. Your loved ones. Your youth. These are all cups. Beautiful, precious, but temporary. What they hold is what matters. The love you've experienced. The joy you've felt. The wisdom you've gained. That's not in the cup. That's in you. And that cannot break. That cannot shatter. That cannot be lost. Bring your awareness to your heart center. Feel the warmth there. Feel the beat that has accompanied you through every moment of your life. This heart will not beat forever. Knowing this, can you appreciate it more right now? Can you feel gratitude for each thump, each pulse, each moment of aliveness? This is the gift of impermanence. It makes everything precious. It makes every hello a treasure because every goodbye is certain. It makes every breath sacred because the breaths are numbered. Rest in this awareness now. Not fearing change. Not resisting endings. But appreciating this moment exactly as it is, knowing it will never come again. This is the path of peace. This is freedom from the fear of loss. Because when you truly understand that everything passes, you stop trying to hold on and start truly living. Take a breath and savor it. Really feel it. This is your life. Not yesterday. Not tomorrow. Right now. And right now is enough. Let's explore the practice of gratitude. Not the forced, polite gratitude of saying thank you when you don't mean it. But the deep, embodied gratitude that arises naturally when you truly see what's already here. The Buddha taught that gratitude is not about getting more. It's about wanting what you already have. It's about noticing the gifts that are so constant you've stopped seeing them. The breath that continues without your effort. The heart that beats without your direction. The eyes that still see. The ears that still hear. The ground that still holds you. Gratitude is the opposite of the monkey mind. The monkey mind always wants the next branch. Always reaches for the next fruit. Always believes satisfaction is just one more thing away. Gratitude says, what if what I need is already here? What if I already have enough? There's a story about a fisherman who worked the same waters every day. He cast his net, pulled it in, sorted the catch, and went home. Every day the same. Every day he grumbled. The fish were too small. The weather was too hot. The work was too hard. One morning, he woke to find his net had been stolen. He searched everywhere. Nothing. He went to the shore and sat, staring at the water, unable to work. He had nothing to do but sit. He sat all morning. He watched the sun rise over the water. He noticed for the first time how the light sparkled on the waves. He heard the birds calling. He felt the breeze on his skin. He saw fish jumping in the distance, free and beautiful. When evening came, he returned home. His neighbor asked if he'd caught anything. The fisherman smiled. "I caught something better than fish today. I caught the sunrise. I caught the breeze. I caught the sight of fish jumping. I've been so busy casting my net that I never noticed what was already in front of me." His net was still gone. But for the first time in years, he felt rich. Your net might be missing tonight. Something you're grieving. Something you've lost. Something you're worried you'll never have. Sit on the shore anyway. Look at what's still here. The sunrise is still rising for you. The breeze is still blowing for you. The simple gifts haven't stopped. They're waiting for you to notice. Let's practice gratitude now. Not by forcing positive thoughts. By simply noticing what's already present. Notice your breath. Thank it. Notice your heart beating. Thank it. Notice the surface holding you. Thank it. Notice that you can feel. That you can hear these words. That you're alive in this moment. Thank all of it. There's another story about a farmer who had the most abundant harvest in the valley. His neighbors marveled at his crops. They asked his secret. The farmer took them to his field and pointed to the soil. "Look here. What do you see?" The neighbors saw dirt. Ordinary brown dirt. The farmer knelt and picked up a handful. "This dirt has fed my family for 40 years. It has given me corn and beans and squash. It has held the rain and welcomed the sun. Every year I thank it. Every year I honor it. And every year it gives me more than I need." One neighbor said, "But we have the same dirt. We thank it too." The farmer shook his head. "You say thank you with your mouth. I say thank you with my hands. I don't just speak gratitude. I feel it. I touch the soil and remember that everything I have comes from somewhere else. The rain doesn't owe me. The sun doesn't owe me. The soil doesn't owe me. Yet they give anyway." Gratitude isn't words. It's remembering that you live by gifts, not by rights. Your life is that farmer's field. Everything you have is a gift. The breath wasn't guaranteed this morning. The fact that you can hear these words wasn't guaranteed. The heart beating in your chest wasn't guaranteed. Yet here you are. Living by gifts. When you truly feel this, something shifts. Complaints become smaller. Worries become lighter. The things you don't have lose their power because you're so full of what you do have. Bring your attention to something simple. The air on your skin. Feel it. Really feel it. This air traveled across oceans and mountains to reach you. It passed through forests where trees breathed it out. It circled the globe to arrive at this moment, for you. Thank it. The sound of my voice. These words traveling through space to your ears. Someone's voice. Someone's thoughts. Reaching across distance to be with you right now. Thank it. Your own body. This vehicle that carries you. That digests food without your help. That heals cuts without your direction. That fights infection without your knowledge. Thank it. Gratitude is not toxic positivity. It's not pretending everything is perfect. It's recognizing that even amid difficulty, gifts remain. The flower growing through the crack in the concrete. The friend who called just when you needed it. The cup of tea that warmed your hands. These matter. These count. These are real. Let gratitude fill you now like water filling a cup. Not forcing. Just allowing. Let it rise from your heart to your throat. Let it soften your eyes. Let it relax your jaw. Gratitude is medicine. It heals the part of you that believes you're lacking. With each breath, receive the gift of aliveness. With each exhale, offer thanks. Not to anyone in particular. Just thanks. For being here. For this moment. For all of it. Rest in this gratitude now. It's not something you need to create. It's something you need to remember. The gifts have always been here. You just forgot to look. We've traveled far together tonight. Through the monkey mind and its endless chattering. Through the landscape of emotions and their powerful currents. Through the body's wisdom and its honest communication. Through resistance and letting go. Through impermanence and gratitude. Now we arrive where we began. Right here. Right now. This moment. The Buddha's final teaching was simple. Be a lamp unto yourself. Don't look outside for what only you can find within. The peace you've been seeking isn't in the next achievement, the next relationship, the next possession. It's here, beneath the noise, beneath the striving, beneath the stories you tell yourself about who you are and what you lack. You are not your thoughts. You are the one watching them. You are not your emotions. You are the space that holds them. You are not your body. You are the awareness that inhabits it. You are not your past. You are the presence that witnesses its memory. Rest in this awareness now. Feel how it's always been here. Through every joy and every sorrow. Through every gain and every loss. This awareness never wavered. It never left. It never will. Your breath continues on its own. Trust it. Your heart beats on its own. Trust it. Your body knows how to rest. Trust it. Life flows through you without your direction. Trust it. As you drift toward sleep, carry this with you. You are not broken. You are not behind. You are not failing. You are exactly where you need to be, learning exactly what you need to learn, becoming exactly who you're meant to become. The teachings will continue working in you while you sleep. The seeds planted tonight will grow in the soil of your subconscious. In the morning, you may not remember these words, but their essence will remain. A little more peace. A little more space. A little more kindness toward yourself. Thank you for being here at Monk's Temple. Thank you for giving yourself this time. Thank you for choosing rest over striving, presence over distraction, healing over numbing. May you sleep deeply. May you dream peacefully. May you wake renewed. And may the peace you've touched tonight accompany you through all your days. Rest now. You are home.